This is the July ScrawlrBox, July 2020. Here is the zine. I love the zine. It's one of my favourite bits about this box, is you get a little magazine of info and an interview with the artist. Speaking of which, here is the artist's piece for this box. I cannot pronounce her name. I'm not even going to try. I fear I will get it wrong. But isn't that just gorgeous? They also, this month, sent you a whole pack of gorgeous, good quality watercolor paper. I think 8 sheets? Yeah, 8 sheets. And of course, the materials! My favourite bit, obviously. Sticker. This will be going on my desk with the others. The little menu of materials, as well as the ScrawlrBox challenge, which this month is Mother Nature. We'll come back to that later. So, what's in this one? These paints. Liquid pencil, right? Like, I am very intrigued by what these are and how they will work. 3 colours. Like, this is going to be very interesting. I mean, look, liquid pencil. What is that? What is it? Pencils are solid, not liquid. How does this work? I'm intrigued. We shall investigate this a little later. Back over here. Pencils, of course. 4B and 8B, not 2B. 2B is my favourite pencil. We all know that. Oh, look, like chopsticks. I can use them. I can use pencils. Oh, I wonder if I can. Let's pick up the eraser. Ha! My skills remain with me from Japan. Oh, got a bit on the eraser there, never mind. Cool thing about this is the rough end is for erasing a pen, as you can see there. It says there you can erase sort of light pen lines, which is super cool. The brush, size 10, don't know what that means, but it's a ScrawlrBox exclusive paintbrush. You can only get these in the ScrawlrBox. And flat head there, looks nice. And of course the sweetie! The sweet that comes with every ScrawlrBox. Well, it's a different sweet every box, but as you know, my rule, no sweet until I finish the art. So back in it goes. Wrap that back up nice and snugly. And I can have that after I have created some art with these materials here. Very curious about these paints. Very, very curious. And these whoop, making a break for it. Let's put all this over here. Let's arrange this all pleasingly. I'd forgotten about these things under here. Let's tuck the beautiful art, which I'm not going to be able to mimic whatsoever. Let's just be clear. Tuck those away. Put that over there. Let's crack out some of this gorgeous watercolor paper. Oh, it feels so nice. The texture is very pleasing. Oof. That is lovely. Right, more. Let's rearrange again. And get this all nice and centered. When you're filming your art, you worry so much more about where everything is. Right, let's see. Got some water, 2 things of water, because when you deal with watercolors or watercolor type things, or any paint really, you should have the dirty water and the clean water. Settle everything out. Let's pop open this brush. Ooh. A little rigid there. Ah, there we go. There we go. Oof, that feels nice. Let's get rid of that little bit of plastic. There we go. Let's brush the paper. Introduce the brush to the paper. Got to get them all nice and introduced. Right. As you know, swatching. Swatching, very important. Trying out your materials on the paper that you're planning on doing a piece of art on, so that you know how the materials, react to that paper, work on that paper. Different papers have very different textures, very different effects on the materials you're using, so it's always good, if you can, to swatch on the paper you're going to use. Now, in the description of these, it said that these are water-soluble pencils, so we should be able to make a wash with these. Oh, yes, we can indeed. There we go. Oh, that's quite nice. Wash, 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 wash. And the second one. Wash, 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 wash. Okay, so they both seem to wash kind of equally well. Whether it's a 4B or an 8B doesn't seem to affect the level of wash, so that's good. Now let's have a look at these paints. Liquid pencil paints. I am very intrigued. Let's crack these open. Oh, they've got a thing. Let's have a try and get into that. Oh, okay. It seems that the lid does not have a piercing tab for the paint. So let's grab a ruler and just do this. Let's just use brute force. There we go. We're in. We're in. We're open. We're good. Let's get that lid back on. There we go. Right, so this is the grey. Let's get a sploosh of that out. That is indeed very grey. And next, pierce. So this is the yellow. Oops, bit tricky, the yellow. Give that a bit of a shake, because straight away that's looking very grey still. Oh, can't get back in. There we go. That still looks very grey to me. Yep, still very grey. Okay, maybe for a yellow. It says yellow. Let's try the blue. Still trying to get in here. Ruler, trusty ruler again. Pierce. Forget entirely about where the camera is, but never mind. And blue. Also looks very grey. Maybe the swatch will reveal. So let's start with the grey. The true grey. Oop, smidge. One-handed never works. It might look exciting, but it never works. Straight away, this is a very interesting texture. Let's plop a bit of water onto here, see what that does. Ooh. Ooh, that washes very well. Ooh, that's a very pleasing wash. Right, I think I'm getting a bit about what these paints are. They are, yeah, it's literally liquid graphite. So it's a liquid texture, but it feels like a pencil. So let's try the yellow and see what it was talking about. Right. Might be a bit tricky to see on the camera, but I am definitely getting a different tone. And it is a sort of yellowish tone. So it is still kind of grey, but a very yellowish, a very yellow toned grey. So a very warm tone. So we've got a neutral tone, a warm tone, and I assume the blue will be a very cool tone. Let's have a go. Yeah, right, perfect. So yeah, it is yellow, it is blue, yellow and grey, but it's blue, yellow and grey sort of graphite tones, which is very interesting. You can see now, especially on the second, the sort of more washed out version, you can see the differences in colour. Now since we have a yellow and a blue tone, I'm quite interested to see if we could create a sort of greenish tone by mixing the two. So let's have a look. Mixy, 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 mix. And on. Ooh. Bit of water, wash it out. Yeah, that's a sort of greenish tone. I can work with that. Gives some variety. Lay that on nice and thick. Yeah. Okay. Blink. There we go. Swatching success. I have plans. Many plans. Now, I had a quick read of the menu, and because it's graphite, it's liquid graphite, so when it dries, it very much has the texture of pencil. Once it's dry, apparently you can use the eraser to not fully erase like a pencil, but to sort of erase a little bit and give you a bit of texture change. Changes the texture a little bit, can give you some interesting tones. And just mess about with it a bit. It's a little smudgy, if done haphazardly. But it is certainly... Oh! No, oh! God damn it. Bad Emily. I've got to learn patience and let it dry. Oh well. We'll just have a little bit of a play around to see how this works. This is why it's a swatch page, to learn. To learn lessons you already know. Leave paint alone until it's dry. I mean, that's quite nice. The effect is quite nice. Let's clear some space. And this is a piece I started earlier. Ooh, let's get that fixed down. There we go. Ooh, stuck there. There we go. Stick you nice and solidly to the table. But this is my Mother Nature piece that I sketched out. So, hello. Now, this is going to be a speed paint. I am going to show you the speed version of me painting this piece I did using these paints, as you can see, with your eyes as you watch this. It's kind of obvious, I suppose. But this is my idea for Mother Nature. It was essentially all of the greys made me think very much of stone. And Mother Nature makes me think of bears for some reason. I really have this idea in my head of bears as a sort of motherly protector spirit. So I very much wanted to paint this sort of stone bear totem in the middle of a field, sort of surrounded by overgrowth and nature, covered in moss. I thought the sort of greys and yellows and blues and hopefully green tones would sort of suit that very well. So that's what I decided to go with. I've used the blue tone for the background, grey tones for the bear, and then sort of trying to make the yellow and green tones for all of the plant life around it. I wanted to cover the bear in sort of mushrooms and overgrowth, surrounded it with like fireflies, erased a little bit to kind of give an idea of light. So using the eraser. The texture is very nice, very interesting, works quite differently to watercolours. Here you can see me, I'm trying to get my white highlight pen working. I wanted to add more white highlights. Unfortunately, my Posca pen seems to have run out. So I was trying a Uniball. I can't get it to work very well for some reason. Anyway, added some highlights, added a title, and now the most satisfying part of any painting, peeling off the tape to see those nice clean edges. Look at this, look at this. Oh, how pleasing is that? Nothing like a sharp edge. And now here it goes a smidge wrong. I'm still having difficulty finding a tape that doesn't do this to my paper at some level, but this pulls off a bit. No problem, I'll just peel off. It's annoying, I'll peel off the rest of it, and then as I'm peeling this off, it starts to tear the paper. You can see there. It starts to tear the actual paper, which is very annoying. It's fine because this is a piece for me, not for, it's not a commission piece or anything, but I need to find a tape that does not do that. All of my masking tape does that, all of my washi tape does that. Very annoying. Anyway, here is the finished piece. Mother Nature, Bear Totem. I was pretty pleased with it for it being an entirely new medium. I thought about signing it and then decided against it. But here we go. Mother Nature Bear Totem in the middle of a overgrown field. All done.